Earl Chopper Media was cracking. This shit low crispy. Welcome back to my channel. As y'all can see by the title, it say, "The homie got me fired from work." Yeah, let me break it down. So, when my youngest son was born, right, me and my girl, we moved to the west side. We was over here on Duce. It was like on the back of the west side, like 28th in Boston. And we had a little, me and my girl had an apartment over there and shit. That my son was born. So at the time I wasn't working, so my mom hooked me up with this dude from the church. His name is, I'm gonna say his name is Brother T. Brother T had his own little moving company, and he used to get kids and get people to work for him to help move shit. Like he had like a contract through the U-Haul. Like people will put in orders and we'll go to their house and load their trucks up and put it in storage or whatever, you know what I mean? And we get paid. So I started working with Brother T, right? And so one day I meet him at Spring Street Trolley. Then he picked me up. We go to some job out there in Lakeside. And it was a big job, right? So I basically, it was this white lady. She had this big ass mansion. Then like and she had a big ass barn, like a farm barn. That shit looked weird, like a big ass barn in her backyard. So our job was to just take everything out the barn and put it in storage, right? And on the mention, let me tell y'all, so when I was working with Brother T and we went up to go do this job in Lakeside, he was only paying us $10 an hour. So we'll be there we try to push 10 hours, so we go home with $100. Sometimes we do 8 hours, $80. I mean, we're getting $10 an hour. So. But the lady whose house was moving, she had another person that was working for her, like through another contract. This is an older white dude named Eric. She was paying him personally. Brother T was getting paid through the U-Haul contract shit or whatever, by her or whatever, but so she had another dude named Eric work for her. She was paying him directly like $20-something or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So Kyle was getting his bread. So while our job, we was over there moving the barn out. And the lady, let me say her name, it's a white lady, her name is Susie. I'm gonna say her name is Susie. So we was moving Susie's barnyard out. And that shit was, she had a big ass barn. The job took about like 2 or 3 weeks to finish. I mean, because she has so much shit in the barn. And so we finished the job, but in between there, like when we're working, I'm talking to the dude Eric, and he's telling me that Susie is paying him like a larger dollar. Like we like, well, what the fuck we over here getting? I'm telling him, well, we getting paid through your boy, Brother T. He giving us $10. So she was like, well, you should try to. He told me I should try to ask her if I could get a job with her type shit. So, but he really asked her for me. I was like such a good worker. So basically he asked her if I could work for her and get paid through her. So what I would do is, I was working with Brother T, right? So I'll go to work in the morning. I mean, then he'll drop me back off at the trolley. After work is over, he'll pay us for the day. Then I'll get picked up by Eric. He'll take me right back to Susie's house, and and I'm getting bread. Okay, like that was my thing. I was getting bread. She was paying me $15 an hour, which is it was cool at the time. You know what I mean? So yeah. So like I said, I would get up in the morning. I would go to Spring Street Trolley. Brother T would come pick me and whoever else was working with us, pick us up at Spring Street. We'll go all the way to Lakeside to Susie's house. And we're gonna finish clearing out her barn, putting all the stuff in the U-Haul, and we'll take it to the storage. So then he'll take us back, when work is over, he'll take us back to Spring Street Trolley, pay us, and he'll get on. But I will wait right there because your boy Eric gonna come pick me up. He'll come through, man, pick me up. He'll take me back to Susie house. This was behind Brother T's back. He didn't really know that I was getting paid double type shit, like, cause your boy was low key lowballing us. I mean, your boy had a fat check and was paying us $10 an hour, like doing some hard work too, like lifting heavy shit. So like I said, I was working with Susie type shit. So we had to, when I was working with T, we was working on Susie's barnyard, her big ass barn. We had to clear all the shit. So it took like 2-3 weeks. When that was over, bam, Thomas went off to some other job. I stayed with Eric and Susie, right? Getting paid with him and her. So after the barn was done, we had to move to cause she had a big ass mansion. A little big ass mini mansion. That shit was kind of big. So we had to go move her mansion out, right? So when we started moving, so it's just me and Eric working on the mini mansion now. We loading shit in the truck, taking it to her storage. But let me tell y'all, when you go inside her mansion, her house, see, this lady was an old white lady. So when you went in her house, shit was everywhere. Like, I ain't never knew what a hoarder was until I met her type shit, like real shit. I never knew, I heard of a hoarder, but I never met one until I met Susie. So she was a hoarder, man. You go in her house, it's shit everywhere. Like, shit, I can't even, man, it's shit everywhere. She's a hoarder, man. Now, when I mean she had shit everywhere, man, I go in her house, go in her kitchen, stepping over shit. It's fucking envelopes everywhere spread. They got money in envelopes. It's all kind of shit. So your boy ain't gonna lie. Your boy was kind of like swiping shit. Like, you know, on 40s, nigga, your boy was I was swiping shit, bro. She had envelopes full of money everywhere. She had a big ass, I don't know what it's called. She had like a cellar downstairs, like an attic. Had all kind of alcohol in there. Like, she had crates, like full alcohol ooze over there, stealing shit. I mean, and what I used to do is, cause Susie had so much shit in her house, it took us like 2 months to move everything out of her house, right? So, but what I would do is, I would spend the night at her house. Like, she'll pay me $15 an hour. I'll work from like 8 to whatever the fuck that I'm off. That I'll stay at her house and I'll be like smoking or whatever. Like, you know, I'll spend the night at her house. So I would stay there for like, the most I ever stayed there was like 5 days straight. And I'd go home and take a break and then come back. I'll be grinding, getting my break, you feel me? So, like I said, I was already swiping shit in Susie's house. I ain't gonna lie. But the way I was doing it, she wouldn't have knew. I ain't gonna lie, she wouldn't have knew I was taking shit. I had took an iPad one time. It was a brand new iPad sitting on her table. She didn't even know about the shit. I swiped it. I mean, I took all kind of shit. One time I was cleaning out her closet upstairs. I opened the drawer, I found a fucking lean bottle. And I used to sell lean. For those who remember, I used to get lean in my girl used to sell that shit. So I'm looking at it, I knew it's the real lean, Finnegan and all that, I mean. So I remember I started there, I ended up selling that to the homie Sarion, HIP. It was like probably like 2-3 months before he passed. I had sold Cuz some lean and shit. That was my last time seeing Cuz too. One of her recipes, so homie. But yeah, it was all kind of shit I was stealing. So Eric, the white dude Eric, who was working with me, the older white dude who she hired, he had like another job to do or something, to where Susie was asking me, hey, well, Eric's about to take off. I'm still need some workers. Do you know anybody you got any friends that can help? I'm like, yeah. So, I'm trying to think, who do I get first? I don't remember. Alright, so anyway, Eric, the white dude, ended up taking off. He couldn't work no more. It's probably like a month in after us moving her mansion out. But remember, she has so much shit, it would take a long time. She had so much shit in here. So he had to take off for another job. So she wanted me to bring somebody to come help. So I ended up calling my East Sider, my young Dulo. Like, okay, you need a job? Like, yeah. All right, we're gonna work with this lady. We're moving her out and shit. I didn't tell him what I was doing on the low already. I was already swiping shit. I didn't really tell him nothing, like, and I kind of know him too. He was going to, like, you know what I mean? That's just funny. But anyway, the homie come to work with us. Then we go pick him up one day from Spring Street, Charlie. Then we go back to Lakeside. We working and shit. So the first day, he getting the feel of it. We working. I'm telling him like shit. You know what I mean? So that after that first day, cause you gotta remember I was spending the night there for like a couple of days. So I wanted to, so the day he came to work, and the homie came to work with me, I went back home that day. So when I got in the, she was dropping us back off that day, and the homie was like, "Damn, nigga, your backpack big as fuck." Not knowing that I got shit, I'm like, nigga, shit the fuck, bro. Like, don't burn it out. Old white lady gonna know I stole that shit. Bro, I had all kind. I had money in there. I had fucking. She had a brand new MacBook Pro, the little the iPad laptops or whatever, brand new box. Stuffed that in my backpack. I mean, so I think the homie was figuring, he was seeing what I was doing after that first day when we got dropped back off. I didn't tell cuz shit until probably like later. So, and also when she wanted us to come back to work, she wanted me to bring another friend. So what I did was I told my baby mom's I told my baby mama older brother named Danny. And on top of it, he had a car too, so that'd be smooth. We ain't gotta get picked up. We could just go drive straight to work and get dropped off. So I hooked the boy up with a job, like I mean, trying to work. So the next day we came back to work. It's me, Aaron, and Danny. So the next day we go to work. My bro Danny take me and Aaron up there, Lakeside. Then we go to Susie house. Then back at the mansion. We working, moving shit in the U-Haul. Cause remember, she got a big ass U-Haul. What we doing every day is, like, I work 12 hours, probably like 8 to 8. I mean, $15 an hour. But we're all day. We're taking shit from a mansion, putting it in the U-Haul, and I'll drive the U-Haul down the street to what's that shit called, like a storage place. She give us the keys to the storage, and we gotta load everything up and come back. You know what I mean? Take a million trips. I mean, Danny trips. But that's what we would do. So we're working this day. I forgot what I was doing, but I know Susie had the homie Aaron working in her room upstairs. So all I know is we working and shit. I'm with my bro Danny. I forgot we was like doing something outside. I forgot cleaning something outside. Then Aaron come downstairs with a big ass sheet of jewelry. It was like a sheet and it had jewelry, like all kind of different golds, earrings, and different. It's this gang of gold, a sheet of gold, like different types of golds. So we like, nigga, look. We're like, nigga. So me and Danny like, nigga, the fuck, bro. I kind of go up on the homie like, bro, don't burn me out, bro. I ain't trying to get fired or nothing, because I was already swiping all kind of shit. I ain't even tell y'all half the shit I swipe. I was swiping hella shit, but she didn't know. The way I was doing it was so smooth. But I was telling the homie, like, don't burn it out, that she gonna start finding out shit. Because, I mean, that's kind of basically what happened. But let me break it down, though. How, so he come downstairs with that big ass sheet of gold. So I'm hesitant, like, he like, bro, should I take it? I'm like, nigga, yeah, but no, I don't want it. I mean, so I'm like, nigga, like, take a little bit, don't just burn it out. On top of it, me and Danny, we like, nigga, hey, well, if you go back up there, get his something too, because he's working in her actual room. And it's all kind of, I know he found money in there, because when I was in there, there was money everywhere. $100 bills, 20, 50s, is everywhere. Niggas was just swiping shit. She was a hoarder. She had shit everywhere. So I know he was in there already swiping shit. I'm like, nigga, don't burn it out. I mean, so, but then again, we wanted some shit too. So what he did was, he took that first sheet, bam, we loaded up in Danny's car. We get back, play it off, get back to work, working and shit. The boy go back up there, come back out with some more sheets of jewelry. So, like, by the end of the day, he had like probably like 2 or 3 sheets of jewelry. So, my bad, my son kind of interrupted me. But like I was saying, so at the end of the day, we go over this shit. He probably had like 2 or 3 sheets of all gold jewelry, right? So we split it. Like when we get home, we split it. So I'm like, all right. So I'm already, I already had a big bag that I was saving. I'm like, oh, when I cash this jewelry out, I'm about to have a bigger bag. Nigga plan on trying to get a whip and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah. When my bro dropped us off that day, I go straight to the pawn shop. I go straight to the pawn shop, man. I try to go pawn that shit, sell it. They said that shit was fake. What the fuck, cuz? So I'm like, oh, this thing got us some fake jewelry shit, bro. So, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, because I told you she's a hoarder. She had all kind of shit. Upstairs, she had a room. It was a library room. She had it was just a library, nothing but books, but not just any books. Comic books, old school ass comic books, fresh, like good as hell. And those are valuable. Those are worth some shit. I don't know what the liquor was gonna be. Me and Danny was planning on who was gonna fucking take a gang of her fucking comics and go to this fucking comic book store over there in Oklahoma, and we was gonna try to sell that shit, try to get some bread. Cause she had so many books, fucking comic books, bro. Like we was just taking it in the stores. She had one store or 2 or 3 stores just full of boxes, just full of books. We had the box. I'll take all the books out, put them in boxes, put them by order and shit, alphabetical order. It was some weird shit she had us doing. But we was planning on at the end of the whole little shit, we was gonna take that, and that was gonna be our big little hit. We was gonna take that and go cash out. I heard about niggas getting bread off some old ass original comic books. Man, we would have had some bread though. As much as she had so much fucking books, she could have had open her own comic book store, no cap, nigga. But anyway, so that was another lick we was gonna hit toward the end, but we didn't even get to that. Like I said, so we get back home this day. I go to the pawn shop over there on National. I stayed over there on Doucet. I go to the pawn shop on National. They say this shit was fake. What the fuck? So later that day, bam, Susie called me. What the fuck? So she called me and she basically found out because when Aaron took the jewelry from her room, took all that jewelry, she started finding out everything else was missing. So she called me hey, where's this at? And where's that? And where's this? So I'm trying to play it off oh, well, we packed it in the stores already. It's already packed in the stores. She was like, well, I didn't tell you. And where was this this was supposed to be here. Why is this missing? And she told me, I don't need you to come back no more. Basically, I got fired because the homie burnt it out because that shit was fucked up. I got fired. So don't come back to work. So I'm like, it's cool, whatever. I got what I could get about it, you know what I mean? Nigga had hella bread already from stealing from her floor. I mean, but so the next day I was at I go to my mom's house. Remember, I was staying on Doucet, so I go to my mom's house. The homie Aaron come through. But I had talked to cuz on the phone earlier, bro, we're fired, bro. What the fuck? And that jewelry was fake. So when he popped up at my mom's house, some 40 crib, this nigga got a fresh ass fit. He got a red fit, you know, he had blood. He got some fresh ass red shoes. Nigga had a fresh ass red little outfit, red hat. I mean, nigga had a big ass dark weed. So I'm like, nigga, where you get that from? Where he nigga, I sold the jewelry. I sold the jewelry. I'm like, nigga, that shit was fake, cuz on crib. Nigga, how the fuck you? Even my bro Danny was like, nigga, he tried to go sell it too. The shit was fake. I'm like, how did you get? He was like, I took it to the pawn shop. I had somebody go in there and pawn it for me. I got $1,000 up out of it. I'm like, nigga, that's cap. And in my head, I'm thinking cuz what you really did was you stole some different. You took some different shit that you didn't tell us about. Cause obviously, cause the jewelry you gave us was fake as shit. It looked real as fuck, but it was fake. I'm like, nigga, you had to have stole some real shit while you was in there, and then pocketed it, and that's how you got all this shit, bro. But hey, I wasn't mad at cuz, man. I was already swiping shit. I was just pissed off that he the one that made us get caught, cuz the way I was doing that shit pretty smooth, pretty slick, cuz, man. So that's the story time right there, man. I had to break it down and let y'all know about it, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.